Hi everyone, I hope everybody is enjoying the rainy Saturday. I came across this article in Time Magazine this morning and it's titled, "Why is Everyone So Rude Right Now?" by Belinda Luscombe. And she was recounting how September 2021 was a month for really bad manners. She gave a few examples of somebody pulling a gun on some hostesses at a restaurant who told her she had to order online, and another person knocking out the teeth of a Southwest Airlines stewardess. I mean, just crazy stuff that is happening across our nation. And I was thinking about the scenarios that she was giving. I thought, that's what we're all experiencing, a kind of an unmitigated or wave of rudeness and unhappiness and hopelessness and desperation. People are, I've just almost lost their minds in a lot of ways. And it was kind of discouraging to read this article. And of course, the solutions that were posed were by psychologists and mental health professionals, which I do not discount. We all need anger management sometimes, and we all have a struggle with different issues. But it made me think, God, is there a bigger picture here that we're all missing? Is there something better, something deeper? Because I know that every human being realizes that they have been gifted with a desire, a knowledge that they were born for something greater. We know we were born for transcendence. We know we were born for greatness. And of course, if you read the Bible, God makes that very clear, because we were created with a body, soul, and a spirit. And our soul longs for this greatness. It longs for this magnificent love, just to live a life full of adventure and to be deeply romanced and to be never be lonely, right? And God created us with a spirit to enable us to experience that. And when Jesus died on the cross, of course, he gave us the gift of salvation, which enables our spirit to come alive, which then in turn allows us to have a spiritual pipeline to our Creator, and to infuse our soul with life and hope. And we're not desperate. We found what we're looking for. And so we're not searching and stepping on the toes and heads of other people to climb the wall or climb the ladder, so to speak, and get what we're needing. And instead, we already have it. And so we can be infused with the love of Christ to give other people that. But, sometimes as I was reading this, I was thinking, man, I don't feel that way a lot of times. I feel like it's just hard, it's just like, I don't feel like loving people who are rude to me. And I don't really think I have the strength to do that. And God was like, well, of course you don't. And that's why, and he then directed me to the words of Jesus in John chapter 14, verse 12 through 14. Jesus said, most assuredly, in other words, you can bet on this. You can hang your hat on this. He said, I say to you, he who believes in me, the works that I do, he will also do, and greater than these will he do. In other words, Jesus said, all the things you've seen me do, raise the dead, heal the lame, make the blind see, all these things, you will do greater works than these. And then he goes on to say, if you ask anything in my name, I will do it. He said that twice, actually, in the course of those two verses. Well, the thing is, I forget that I have this power on tap. That because Jesus lives in my heart, because he is my Savior, because he has made my spirit alive when it was dead, I have his spirit living inside of me, and I have the power to love people who are rude. I have the power to love people who hate me. I have the power to be kind, because that's what he did. The Bible said he died for us when we hated him. Wow. I mean, I don't know anybody who's done that for me besides Christ, right? And you probably don't either. And these people who are offending us, the people who are rude, they are without hope. They don't have this power inside of them, or maybe they do. I mean, I've been rude to people before. I'm not going to sit here and say I've never done that, because of course, if you know me, I've been rude. and because we have to battle with our flesh, right? So I got to just asking God to show me, how do I continue to have this power engaged inside of me to give people hope? The people who are walking around just desperate. And it was like, he said, just ask. He said, I can give this to you. You just have to ask for it. And sometimes we have to ask over and over again, even through the course of a day, because we are so where he gave me this idea that, you know, kind of being like a Hurricane Spitfire in World War II. You know, you can't keep flying the battle and in every dogfight without going back to get refueled and to just renew your mind. Otherwise, you'll just wear out. He said, you just need to come back to the well over and over again, child, throughout the day, and I'll fill you up and I'll give you this power. Because when you think about it, what is the greatest work that we can ever do? Is it raising the dead? Is it healing the lame? Is it casting out an evil spirit out of somebody? No, those things are not as hard as changing a person's heart. When we can show the love of Christ to somebody and it brings them to Christ, it transforms their heart to want God. That is the greatest miracle, a changed heart. You can't make anybody fall in love with you, but when they choose to love you, that is a great miracle. And by the same token, when someone chooses to follow God and to love God with all their heart, all their soul, all their mind, that is the greatest miracle in heaven or in earth. And so I hope this encourages you. Boy, it sure encouraged me today. It sure did. And I want to use these videos, this platform, the things that God gives me to just encourage you to take hope, because we have a great power residing in us. And you all have a great weekend.